Hey everybody, it's me, Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie. On this episode of CD Junkie, I'm going to be talking about a great British band who are probably a lot better than you remember. I mean, if you listened to them back in the day, then you thought they were great, but if you stop listening to them, go back and give them another listen. I am talking about the Mighty Lemon Drops. And one of the titles I'm going to be talking about today is a Cherry Red 5 CD box set right here. Absolutely wonderful. The band was formed by vocalist guitarist Paul Marsh, guitarist and I believe main songwriter Dave Newton, drummer Keith Rowley, and bassist Tony Linehan or I don't know, I don't speak proper English. But this box set features their first 3 albums, and I'm going to be talking about those right now. The album Happy Head came out in 1986. Really edgy. When I first heard this, it reminded me of like the first Echo and the Bunnymen album. That very post-punk, that edgy guitar, a lot of psych elements, a lot of garage elements to it, but still it had a pop flavor. The songs were hooky. There was some jangle in there, but they were just a lot edgier. You couldn't call them just a fluffy pop band or a guitar pop band, because there was so much more than that. Basically that psych garage edge. Like I said, Echo and the Bunnymen, maybe even Hoodoo Gurus type stuff. But this is an album, and it contains like The Other Side of You, My Biggest Thrill, All the Way, Like an Angel. And the CD, of course, has plenty of bonus tracks. Really just a wonderful debut. But it took 2 years before the next album came out, and that was called World Without End. Another album where they're traveling that psych garage sound, but it's moving away from that post-punk Echo and the Bunnymen sound, and they're really gelling as a unit. And of course, this is a version that contains all those bonus tracks. Great songs like Inside Out, Hollow Inside, Fall Down Like the Rain, One by One, and look at all those bonus tracks as well. Fantastic collection. Like I said, this is a band that I loved back then, but then when I went back and I re-listened to them again, several years later, I was like, wow, this is great. So every year I've gone back and listened to Mighty Lemon Drops a few times. And then when this box set came out, boy, it was like a revelation, because there's so much stuff I hadn't heard on this, because I never heard a lot of the B-sides and non-album A-sides. But anyway, in 1989, they released their third album called Laughter. And this is an album that still has that psych element to it, but it's a lot poppier. It sounds like maybe the label was saying, come on, guys, let's get a hit here. But they're not selling out, because they sound like the Mighty Lemon Drops, and they still have that core psych alternative rock sound to them. It's really a wonderful album. Great songs on this, like At Midnight, Into the Heart of Love, One in a Million, The Real World, Beautiful Shame, Where Do We Go From Heaven? In fact, in terms of hooks and melodies, this might be the strongest. If you're looking for the more edgy psych post-punk than the first album, but if you're looking for something with more hooks than that, that first album, trust me, it's full of hooks. I don't know what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that this is just a great pop album, and that you should actually buy it. Now, this box set that I'm telling you about, it also contains 2 CDs filled with demos, radio sessions, and a bunch of unreleased material, rarities, and definitely worth your while. So you get those first 3 albums, those 2 bonus discs, all in one box set. Definitely, if you're into alternative and post-punk and psych and garage rock and British rock, you're definitely going to love that. But that's not the end of the Mighty Lemon Drops. The band returned with Sound, Goodbye to Your Standards in 1991. This is another album where they are continuing with that pop sound, but also adding back in sort of the psych and garage sounds. This version came out on Wounded Bird, and it contains a lot of bonus tracks, so you're going to want to check that out. Lots of great songs there, like Unkind, My Shadow Girl, Ready, Steady, No, which is a great title. You Don't Appreciate Anything, another fine Mighty Lemon Drops album. And finally, their last studio album was called Ricochet, and that came out in 1992. And this was really sort of a full circle. This was that poppy sound of Laughter, but a lot more of that, I want to say that, the psych and the post-punk, but also a little bit of, leaning, maybe a few songs, and maybe leaning towards sort of the dream pop sound. Really a wonderful album. It's very moody. It seemed to have a lot more layers than the previous albums. This is, of course, the Wounded Bird version with lots of bonus tracks. Great songs in here, like Nothing, Into the Sun, Reach Out, Falling Deep, She's So Out of Touch. A fantastic album with bonus tracks. Now, there's been compilations, there's been live releases, but to my knowledge, that is absolutely it with the Mighty Lemon Drops. Really a great band that's worth your time. In fact, if you've never heard them, or if you want to hear them again, I've put together a little medley featuring about 3 songs from each of these albums. Sit back, relax, give this a listen, and I will see you on the other side.
If it's so bad, and it should be all right by now. so bad and it should be alright by now. Now I've had my fill. I stand down the hill. You were my biggest thrill. The river runs deep and wide. Take me to the other side. I really sit it for the ride. Take me to the other side. Come on, baby. Saw her in the sky. She's just hanging round. Baby, fly so high. Oh, won't you come on down? Like an angel.
Anyway, that's it. I really hope that this inspires you to go check out the Mighty Lemon Drops. I always will recommend the box sets. 5 CD box set, Inside Out, really worth your while on Cherry Red. But also the 4th and 5th albums were released separately on Wounded Bird with bonus tracks. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell for future notifications. And until the next time, remember me. I'm Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie.